I got two phones.
I feel like the East is
One for the plug and one for his Grubhub orders. What were you about? Welcome everybody back to the Built Different podcast. We're back in the studio, back with some fucking basketball. And we're in free agency, you know, it's getting a little crazy. So, you know, I got Matt heart attack to my left. I got V-Man hit him over the head with a pan to my right. You know, we got a stacked episode for you. We're gonna talk about the NBA playoffs because I know we haven't had an episode since then. We won't bother you guys too much with that, but we'll talk about that a little bit. Ja Morant finally getting suspended. All the trades that happened from then till free agency, the draft. Then we're gonna do a couple of things. So to kick us off with the NBA playoffs, the Denver Nuggets actually pulled it out of their ass, proved it. V-Man's Denver Nuggets. The Denver Nuggets, they pulled it out.
Keep a score now.
Damn.
We should just keep a score.
You're 0-1 so far. Keeping a score
would be crazy. Keeping a score would be absolutely nuts. But yeah, so the Nuggets, they win. They beat the Miami Heat in a very, very uneventful finals.
I mean, all right, as a whole finals, sure, it was uneventful. But nah, watching the Nuggets play is low-key fun, bro. Jokic is a brilliant player. Him and Jamal Murray.
I said that.
Him and Jamal Murray.
I said that. Everybody want to say the shit that I was saying.
It was me and you against him for most of that. I don't want to, But him and Jamal Murray is low-key like one of the better duos in the league just because they mesh so well together. I thought it was very fun to watch.
Fucking drug tested.
Huh?
Jamal Murray.
That's the dude that'll score like 30 in the first half and then 4 points the rest of the game because they don't need him anymore. But yeah, I mean, my point was that if they were fully healthy, they'd be dangerous as shit. I didn't think they were going to achieve that because it's like all the planets aligned perfectly for the fucking Denver Nuggets. Michael Porter didn't blow out his fucking back. Aaron Gordon actually contributed way more than a lot of people thought he would.
He contributed a lot.
Oh, because that was the first time he was the fourth option.
The fourth option. He's probably the
best fourth option in the league.
Ever. Well, no, the Warriors. Never mind. Well, would Draymond Green?
Draymond was the fourth.
A better fourth option, like a scoring option than Aaron Gordon?
As a role on the team, Draymond is a Hall of Famer.
I'm pretty sure the fourth option on the Showtime Lakers was better than, I don't know who that was.
That was Byron Scott.
Byron Scott.
Well, it was Kareem.
Byron Scott always finds his way on the podcast.
Kareem Magic Worthy, and then you could either go Byron Scott or Kurt Rambis maybe or some shit because he was an enforcer. I don't know.
But yeah,
still we're talking about Aaron Gordon here. It's not like
yeah.
Any main thought that you have about the playoffs, the conclusion, the finals,
We made it to the conference finals, baby. We did a lot, us Lakers. So I'm happy with how everything ended. Wish we could have went a little longer, but
that's fair.
I'm happy for Jokic.
Man,
he deserved it.
Fuck that.
Okay.
Fuck that. We were supposed to win.
You're right, but happy for Jokic. He did his thing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a testament to fucking Jokic because, like, I don't know, this dude out of nowhere, 3 MVPs, well, 2 MVPs in a row. Well, he got the MVP that matters this year, the Finals MVP. Joel Embiid, because I don't think we got to give our opinion on him. I think literally the last episode we were congratulating him on winning.
But then I think we ended it as all of us were like, but now is he going to give up and be like, I got what I wanted?
And he did.
That's exactly what happened. Yeah, so that's where we left you guys off at, and it came true. So
cried all fucking year. Cried all year, bro. Cried
and then he got that MVP, and he put up a 13-point game, like on two separate occasions.
Him and sellout ass fucking Doc Rivers going out there. Oh, we're gearing for the playoffs.
Most overrated coach of all time.
You're gearing for another fucking failure. They still haven't they've made one conference final? Or no, they haven't even.
They haven't made the.
Yeah, they haven't made the conference.
No.
They have the longest drought in the whole league for the conference finals, which is crazy. Crazy.
That was my argument a couple days ago. I was talking to some people.
Yeah.
And I just flat out went out there like Joel Embiid's one of the biggest playoff failures ever.
Yeah, has to be.
Like,
up there.
Lost to Trae Young.
And dudes is like, whoa, you can't say that. He averaged average 30? I said, bro, in the playoffs.
Yo,
In the playoffs.
You just got one chilling.
Yeah.
It was fucking weird.
Yeah, it's always gonna do that.
It's neat.
I know it is. I know. It's just
But yeah, I mean, Joel Embiid, and then my bad, I got a crazy ass, big crazy dog. Yeah, so, fuck Joel Embiid. I don't know. Yeah, bro, I can't stand that. Because, everyone in the world was rooting for him to finally get that MVP that he deserved. And then Jokic goes out and wins the whole fucking thing.
You know
wins
what's
the
funny?
finals MVP. Barely cares about any of it.
We all last year were like, you know what? I feel like Joel deserved that last year. And Jokic got it. This year, we're like, you know what?
real.
Jokic deserves it. To give it to Joel. Like, bro, they don't.
It's ass backwards. I mean,
Yeah.
they continue to tarnish the fucking MVP name year after year.
It's just a joke.
Which is crazy.
Huh? It's a joke.
NBA,
Yeah, it's a
NFL, they all fucking do it. But yeah, my final
Still,
opinion
at
is...
least the NFL MVP be at least justifiable.
Yeah, I guess.
Because it's like...
I just didn't like that Aaron Rodgers got it a couple years ago.
Yeah, but it's like...
Over Cooper Cup.
I'm about to say, at least it's gauged, though.
You got
It's
the triple
usually
crown.
the guys that are being talked about. What's it called? Guys that are actually having good seasons.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Joel Embiid didn't have a good season, but
I mean, he still dominated. In the regular season, he dominated flawlessly, but... we got to the playoffs, and I don't know. I feel like they should start considering the playoffs at least a little bit. If a guy like Joel Embiid just goes out there and just is flat, then yeah, it should go to Jokic.
Flat?
Yeah, flat.
Flat?
Yeah, no ass at all. Just legs. Do you have any final thoughts on the playoffs? We're gonna probably have an episode breaking down the whole season, maybe, but
no, I just knew it.
yeah.
He knew it.
I knew it. Bro, they were just too fucking good.
Yeah, they were. Oh yeah, once the finals was set, I was.
It sucks because
Bro,
this is
I'm
what
looking
I
at the-
imagined for the Pelicans, which sucks.
It just got to the point where it's just this happens every year with the championship team. Where no matter who they're subbing into the game, I know who the fuck it is.
Yeah.
Right.
That's how you know if it's a championship team or not. If the eighth man on their team, you can recognize and say, oh, he's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's
And
crazy,
with the Heat, we didn't know who was about to get subbed.
Yeah,
at
and
any
he's just
given
out there
time.
having a magical time.
bro, at any fucking given time, Haslam could have just been in the fucking game. He
Nah,
actually got minutes this year. I don't
if
understand.
Haslam got subbed in during the finals,
I think he did a couple times.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's the oldest person to ever play in the finals or some shit like that. He broke a record or
that's
some
terrible.
shit.
That's terrible.
But anyway, moving on. Ja Morant, with the Nuggets winning the championship, there was that meme, we're X amount of games from Ja Morant getting suspended. And he got suspended. I mean, it's not as long as we thought it was.
25.
But,
It's not
what are our
really
thoughts
about,
on this knucklehead? Because
it's not
Devontae
really-
Pack sold him out.
Devontae Pack.
Devontae Pack
That
is a
nigga's
snitch.
a rat. He's a rat.
He,
sold
on oath, he said that Ja Morant actually has guns. Which is crazy. Because Ja Morant was doing all this basically for Devontae Pack.
Right. But to me, it's just definitely a smaller suspension than I was expecting, but it's going to hurt his pockets a lot more than the season itself.
Oh, yeah.
It stops him from getting on an All-NBA team this upcoming year, and he didn't make one this past year. So that means you didn't make two All-NBA teams. That means you're not going to be eligible for the Supermax.
Don't worry. Nike is in full support of this guy.
So he's going to lose...
cut ties with Kyrie.
Right, oversharing a fucking...
He's going to lose over $50 million from that Supermax extension. Then he's going to lose $12 million this year from the missing game. So yeah, his pockets is going to be tough.
Russ contract.
Right. And didn't he just
2 years, $8 million.
Yeah, so we just got an update right before we started filming that Russ just got re-signed by the Clippers for 2 years, $8 million, while Dylan Brooks is out here getting a 4-year, $80 million.
That's such a slap to the face.
I'm so sorry, Russ.
I mean, I see why he probably did it.
to
He
you,
wants
but-
to win at this point.
He wants to be on a contender.
Man, you should use
and
that for your the pour it out segment.
Yeah.
'Cause that's definitely a pour it out moment.
yeah,
bro.
Russ definitely did that to, be on a team that's a contender rather than going to a shitty team like the Rockets are right now. So
We were gonna do a pour it out segment for the Wizards, but I think they're still hanging on to their.
They're weird.
I like it though.
They're weird.
Jordan Poole and Kuzma.
It's not going to go anywhere next year, but it's going to be...
I don't know why. I just feel like they're going to be mad fun.
I feel like you get a solid coach in there and a bunch of depth around him. I would like it. Oh, yeah.
They're going to...
Jordan Poole, 40-point game is going to be my favorite
all
bet.
over the place, bro.
Yeah. And they're definitely going to...
Absolutely.
They're going to play Johnny Davis a little bit more this year. They're going to play the rookies that they got. So
I don't know how we got to the Wizards from Ja Morant, but
holy fuck, yeah.
Ja Morant suspended. I thought it would be longer, but I'm glad that he has Marcus Smart and Derrick Rose now. I think they'll keep him at bay. If anybody can keep him at bay, I thought the Powerade sponsorship would keep him at bay. Nike. All this money that he could have in the NBA.
The MVP conversations that he was in. I thought all that would keep him at bay.
He's the next,
clearly, he didn't
the
care
next
about
best thing, brother. He's like, dude. All right, I'm done.
So I started blasting.
What are your thoughts on Ja Morant?
He's a knucklehead.
Yeah.
Clear cut.
That's
He's
the
a knucklehead.
That's literally it.
I mean,
There's
people like, oh, he's young and dumb. I mean, there's young and dumb, and there's just flat out fucking stupid. Yeah.
Bro, he denied because Lil Wayne got in touch with his camp to try to talk to him about just be in touch and be like a mentor to him to be like, yo, I was young with a lot of money and I had to go through certain lanes and shit to do it right. So he wanted to get in touch and just help him out and talk to him a little bit. Ja denied that shit. Lil Wayne's one of the greatest artists of all time. He's just going to deny his shit.
Ja feels like he doesn't need help for whatever reason, but
he's young and dumb. He feels like he's self-righteous, real self-righteous. It is what it is. He gonna whatever happens with him in the future, it's gonna be probably deserved.
In 2 weeks, we'll see him flashing another gun on Instagram. And then Derrick Rose will be a starting point guard.
Marcus Smart. Marcus D. Rose is not starting up for Marcus Smart.
I mean, I just think Ja Morant, you gotta play, man, because the Grizzlies, they have a chance at doing something special.
And also
once they get it right.
Yeah.
Now that Dylan Brooks is gone, now that Dylan Brooks is gone, I really love this fucking team.
And also, it's just what has been a thing we've been harping on over the last 2 seasons. It's that this team can win games without Ja Morant.
Right.
Yeah.
So as long as this team, those 25 games, can win 16, 17 of them, they're chilling.
I don't like that they got rid of Tyus Jones. I mean, I know it was for Marcus Smart to have more of a.
Yeah, Tyus Jones was the best backup point guard in the league.
Yeah, once Ja Morant comes back, I mean, even before Ja Morant comes back, this team is going to win games. Marcus Smart is a beautiful addition to that team.
And Jaren Jackson Jr. are still going to do what they do.
They have the last 2 defensive player of the years on that fucking team.
Yeah,
and that's just insane,
bro. That's crazy.
Ja Morant don't have to do shit.
And it's not like I was just looking at my phone
and it's not like it's too big,
bro. What?
It's a big and a guard, so it's just that's both. It takes care of everything. Yeah. Takes care of the perimeter play, takes care of the inside play,
and then you add in Ja Morant and Desmond Bane, which their fucking offense is basically their defense because those 2 alone could go on some fucking heaters. It's gonna be fun to watch.
That's an ESPN shit. Their offenses, their
defense. So some quick hits here. So basically, we just talked about Smart to the Grizzlies, but what about Porzingis to the Celtics?
It's weird.
It's weird, but I like it.
I don't.
I think him and Rob Will could work together because
Rob Williams only going to be there half the time,
and Porzingis will be there the other half.
Him and Horford.
That's
also.
what I'm saying, bro.
Because we've already
got a bunch of bigs that's there half of the time.
We've already the whole damn team.
Al Horford will be there all the time.
No, I feel like
no,
he's not.
No, he's not.
Yeah, watch. It's Al Horford. Come on.
But I feel like we've already seen that Al Horford can kind of plug in to where when.
Come on, man. Come on.
Big Blake about to get a ring.
People watch this for serious.
Yo, if Blake gets a fucking ring and Chris Paul still doesn't have one, I'll be goddamn.
Oh my god, that means DeAndre Jordan and Blake both.
That'll be hilarious. Chris Paul.
But no,
it's quiet.
We'll be speaking about Chris Paul in a moment. But
we've already seen how Al Horford can kind of slide in and replace Robert Williams in time.
Yeah.
So as long as Porzingis can just play 60 games this year and be consistent during those 60 games, he's no slouch on defense. That man will get chase down blocks all the time.
So and
can guard the rim pretty well.
When we get to Bradley Beal, I'm gonna talk shit about him. But I genuinely love that fucking, what was I about to say? Yeah, she distracted me. But, so Kristaps Porzingis going to the Celtics. He actually showed a lot last year.
Yeah, he
was healthy for most of the year. I think they sat him because they were tanking a little bit at the end.
They shut everybody down.
I think Brad Beal was the bad seed over there because Kuzma even had, a hell of a year. But Bradley Beal was just, he has no heart. And we'll talk about that.
I'm digging in right now.
I like the Porzingis fit because if they keep Jaylen Brown, that's going to be wicked.
The only thing is, like V-Man is saying, is it just adds another player that is potentially a health risk. Marcus Smart was pretty much a healthy player his whole career.
My thing is though, it's like the Celtics, they like to run.
Yeah.
Like, they play a lot of fast break.
Porzingis is good on the fast break,
typically, what I've seen from the Celtics in a half-court set, I don't usually like.
Wait, who's their point guard?
Brogdon. He'll move from 6-man to the point.
I guess he has a lot of health issues.
That's another player, yeah.
It's just health issues, and then Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown.
Derek White is going to take over.
And I mean, you never know.
Going to take over that 6-man role, and then Brogdon's going to come forward as the point.
It's like they're the polar opposite of the Suns.
Blake Griffin ain't getting another minute in the NBA. No, he might.
Yes, he will. 100%.
Yeah, I mean, the Celtics, they're pretty weird. I think it might be setting up for if they actually do trade Jaylen Brown. Like I said, the likeliest destination would be Atlanta. Atlanta's been kind of fiending for him the past couple of years. Been hoping that Boston opens up. They could get DeJounte Murray out of that deal, which I think would fit this team perfectly.
I like DeJounte Murray.
Him and Tatum, I feel like, would be such a good duo.
DeJounte Murray next to Tatum and Porzingis, I fuck with that.
Porzingis could camp on the three a little bit more, yeah.
I think they need one more year of seeing this isn't going to work.
I don't know, bro. How many years of that do you need, though?
Then you have to pay him.
It's only
this is his last year. This is his last year.
So young.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Like, they've had all these years to gel together.
But now they're actually full-grown, mature NBA players. Yeah. Now I need to see if you guys can mesh or not.
On our last episode,
get the fuck out of here.
When he was trying to convince me that the trade needs to happen because of the money, this, that, and the third, when I was against it, I've kind of flipped sides to where, because this is his last year. So if they don't trade him,
they're going to get less
by
and
the
less
trade
value as
deadline.
The year goes along. Yeah,
his value is going to be shot when they have to do a sign and trade during the. Because he can just go and sign with anybody.
If they do a sign,
but they're going to extend him regardless.
Yeah, but if they do a sign and trade or an extension, Jaylen Brown's going to be making $60 million a year, and that's kind of hard to match salaries and trade and shit. It's going to be a goofy trade that they get back.
Yeah, somebody do it.
And the Hawks, I don't know if they're going to be able to do that anymore.
Will be next year, his $60 million will start next year. So if they trade him this year, after they already did an extension, you just got to match this year's contract. Yeah. So I mean, but I don't know. If you're going to trade him, I feel like you got to do it now or don't at all. In my opinion,
because it's like you said, like Tatum and Brown, it's such a crazy good duo that it's like there's literally no harm in running it back another year.
100%.
But at the same time, if they somehow get to the end of this and get nothing for Jaylen Brown after because I think it's set in stone. He's gone. He's going to get out of here.
He's going to re-sign for a sign and trade just so he gets that fifth year, that extra extension money.
He's about to be making $60 million a year. And that's just fucking crazy. Tatum's be making close to 70, I think it is. 65, 70. With the Lakers. I want to see it.
Get it done.
Because if Tatum goes to the Lakers, I'll be here for it. But moving on to the next thing. So, speaking of the Wizards, Jordan Poole gets traded to the Wizards for Chris Paul. I didn't fucking think that the Wizards would get anything for Chris Paul, but here's the Warriors offering Jordan Poole and a draft pick, unloading the Jordan Poole side. Like, they just woke up on fucking crazy-ass
They said,
fuck that Jordan Poole.
Right, they were like, you know what? We don't need Jordan
We don't need a pool party this year.
Right.
Fuck them.
And honestly, I think, it goes back to, we had this conversation. Did that punch really affect them? I think it did, because I think they had a lot of animosity that they didn't let get to the media after that.
Well, there was a clip that came out late in the season. I don't remember if it was late in the regular season or if it was a playoffs game. But Jordan Poole had a bad possession. There was a timeout called. And he's walking to the bench. And Draymond goes to dap him up. And he throws Draymond's arm. And Draymond's like this. And Curry had to go and talk to him. Be like, yo, we were a team regardless, and then he kind of pushed off Curry too. So then Curry went back to Draymond. They dapped it up, and it was kind of like, all right, the team's definitely split when it comes to Poole and the team, because the team's obviously taking Draymond's side. I know the organization early on
took Poole's side. Because they gave him an extension for getting punched in the face. Exactly. But they're like, oh, my bad, dude, my bad.
The players themselves, I feel, were on Draymond's side. And because I feel like they all kind of felt what Draymond was feeling towards him. And so there's definitely a divide in that locker room.
I feel like if they were to trade Poole, they should have done it before even giving him the contract. I mean, it would have been a bad look, him just getting punched in the face and you just trade him.
This year. They thought they could have maybe pushed it again. They didn't expect all the injuries.
It was like I said, I would have been really shocked if they fucking recovered from that. Because, like, that punch was crazy.
Bro, if Curry didn't go out mid-season and cost him a shitload of games because he was out, I feel like they could have been a better seeding and maybe pushed a little bit.
Yeah, but with the Nuggets,
I'm not saying they would have won it.
Yeah, but with the Nuggets being healthy and the Lakers,
Nuggets would have booted them.
The Lakers, the way the Lakers resurged, I don't know if the Warriors were getting past either of those guys. Like, even if.
Well, we saw they didn't get past Lakers.
No, yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
But, yeah, I think they would have got booted out in the conference finals.
That punch was crazy, man.
Nuggets.
That punch was absolutely insane. Bro, I watched the video again. I was like, I don't even remember it being that
I watched
harsh,
that like
bro.
once a month. I watched that like once a month.
He has a calendar reminder. Watch the Jordan Poole video.
Even when they won, bro, I've never been a huge Jordan Poole fan. This man were.
Well, bro, it's because I talked so much trash about him his first 2 years in the league.
I'm a Stephen Curry fan. I'm a fan of whoever's.
Yeah, I know. That's it. And so they were huge on it when he
He's so electric when he's on.
And
I love it.
I even said he deserves
just about when he's on.
Every third game.
But exactly what I said before this season started about Jordan Poole is what we saw.
The Wizards got mad shit for Beal. Holy fuck.
God damn. Wait, for who?
For Bradley Beal.
Sheesh.
And they got yeah boy. The Wizards.
Anyway,
Landry Shamit's about to have a productive role in Washington.
No, he's not. Anyway, what I was saying is what I kind of said in the beginning of the season about Jordan Poole is I feel like who's going to be their starting point guard?
Landry Shamit, but I was fucking...
The Wizards?
Yeah, I was fucking...
Tyus Jones!
Oh, wait, they got
Tyus Jones, Jordan Poole.
Wow.
Tyus Jones, Jordan Poole, Kuzma. And then whoever they have at the 4, it could be Kuzma when they play one of the young guys at the 3, probably. But you could play Denny at the 4, and then you got Gafford.
Bro, we keep cutting off everything to talk about the Wizards. This is funny as fuck.
And either way, like I was saying, I saw Jordan Poole's ceiling, what it was during that championship run. And this past year, he even took a step back. Maybe with the Wizards, he could go back to that, or maybe higher. But I thought his ceiling was that championship run as far as personal play. So I wasn't a big fan of him anyway. So I like seeing him get hit.
But the Warriors.
What the fuck? What you mean?
On that note, we're gonna
seeing him get hit. What is that?
We're gonna cut for a second. Yeah. So the Wizards, they got Jordan Poole, but on the other end, the Warriors get Chris Paul. All right.
I tried holding when he started.
So the Wizards get Jordan Poole, but on the other end of it, the Warriors get fucking Chris Paul. What do you guys think about this weird ass fit? Especially now that they re-signed Draymond.
To me, the one thing that's weird for me with fit wise and everything, obviously like 2 point guards, but obviously Chris Paul's gonna be high minutes off the bench type of player. But I don't.
So you're not starting Chris Paul?
I don't think you do.
I wouldn't start Chris Paul, and I wouldn't give him high minutes.
You thinking what, like 22?
No, 18.
Okay. Either way,
this is my theory on that. If I could put Chris Paul on the bench, right, and I say you man our second unit, right. The thing about Chris Paul now is he's playing upwards 26 to 30 minutes a night. Feel me? He's too old for that shit.
He is.
So it's like he gotta kind of like preserve his energy. But if I tell him, yo, what if I take that and I cut your minutes damn near in half, but I need you to go out there and give me full productivity.
And it could be in some clutch moments as well.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Give him a nice little 8-minute stint in the first half. And then the back end, where Steph gets his rest towards the end of the third quarter, beginning of the fourth quarter, Chris Paul, you come and give me
there.
everything that you can.
And then hold it
Steph
off
comes
until
back.
Curry gets back in. No, I fuck
Shit,
with
and if
that.
you're
like
on,
that.
I'll let you rock.
The only thing that I kind of see that's iffy is obviously Steve Kerr is a good coach in this league. I feel like his teams have outperformed him though. And it's
definitely.
So like I feel like he just got blessed with a great situation, and his coaching hasn't just.
We're
been...
gonna have to argue about that.
I know.
He
But
knew that from the beginning.
Yeah. But
the first thing he told the Warriors when he met them is do what Coach Jackson told you to do.
Yeah,
He had like.
But so,
I'm not saying he has no responsibility for the Warriors.
He did. He
but
brought.
he's
he brought
a good
whole,
coach.
Yeah, he is.
He upgraded the system.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
But to me, is he a good enough coach to realize Chris Paul is heavy? His game is heavy influence on pick and roll. And Warriors are one of the not worst teams, but one of the lowest pick and roll play teams in the league over the past 6 years.
Which doesn't make sense because they're the best at it.
Yeah.
When Draymond is put in a pick and roll situations, those are when Draymond has like 30-point games. And when Draymond has a 30-point game, the Warriors are usually up by like 80. So like
dudes are just like
it's just they just don't play that play style often, and it's weird. But I just want to know how they're going to implement Chris Paul's pick and roll system into their own system.
Well, the first thing they need to do is go get a big.
Yes.
Yeah.
They need a big, which is why they shouldn't have got rid of James Wiseman.
Right. Because he could have been very useful.
Extended Poole to that big ass contract.
But one thing I do like
James
is though, like you were saying, with Chris Paul manning the second unit, I feel like he can help Kuminga and Moody and the young guys that are still left on the team.
They really got him because it's like nobody really understands how bad the Warriors are in their non-Steph minutes.
Yeah.
They're fucking horrendous in their non-Steph minutes.
So I have a take. I think I like your guys' idea of having Chris Paul play less minutes, but I would like him to play less minutes with the starting unit and have Klay come off the bench. Now here's why.
No.
So
then you still got nobody to run the second unit then.
You got Klay to run the second unit. I mean, not as a point guard, but he's like the leader off the bench in a way. Now, the reason why I say that is because when I evaluate Klay's game today, he's a horrible defender. Like, clear cut, now he's just, his legs are two fucking Twizzlers at this point. Mm-hmm. So he's not doing much on the defensive end. But how Klay plays the best is by evaluating the whole situation and adapting to the situation.
I feel like
whether he's dribbling, not dribbling the ball, catch and shoot, whatever.
I feel like Klay plays his best with Curry on the floor.
No, but that's what I'm saying. If he's sixth man, he'll automatically be getting minutes with the starting unit when Chris Paul's
when he's not on there with Steph,
but that's why
you
started with Chris Paul, and then if that unit isn't really working, then obviously you give Klay majority of the minutes.
My thing is if you do that,
when Steph sits, you have
taking
Chris
Klay
Paul
out of the rotation and putting Chris Paul in it, you're taking away the best spot-up shooter that the Warriors got.
Yeah,
but at the same time,
and now
which
you have
is the one that Chris Paul needs.
Now you have Draymond and CP3 on at the same time, and
passing
so that kind of
passing
makes
to Steph and Wiggins.
That makes Draymond useless on the offensive end.
I mean, yeah, but on the defensive end, he makes up for that.
I mean, yeah, but now it's 4-on-5 offensively, though. They
but
can
then,
like
you said, with pick and roll, they are the best pick and roll team when they're actually using it. Imagine a pick and roll with Chris Paul and Draymond, and they have to get another big for this to work. But yeah.
The only other problem I would have with that is moving Steph to 2. I don't like that at all.
I mean, Steph is one of the best off-ball players of all time.
Yeah, and imagine
he's not like Trae Young.
I'm envisioning like a fluently passing offense.
But I'm still with Chris Paul off the bench.
How are you going to hide both of them on defense? At the same time?
That's true because Chris Paul's falling off defensively.
I mean, yeah,
he's slower now.
Yeah, Klay's not as good, but I'm pretty sure he's a better.
Yeah, but
he's got more size
whole point
than Chris Paul,
is like if Chris Paul or if Klay Thompson gets those few minutes in the beginning of the game to basically evaluate the game and then come in and attack the way that Steve Kerr and the Warriors are going to need him to attack.
Because right now, their depth chart is saying that Chris Paul starting, Steph's at the 2, Klay 3, Andrew Wiggins 4, and Draymond.
That is going to be a deadly lineup.
Nobody's even mentioned Andrew Wiggins.
That would be a deadly lineup, but if the moment they face a good big, it's...
Yeah, bro, and it's like we just watched
Draymond at the 5?
Spank everybody in
that's a lineup you will see, but that should not be their main lineup.
Right. Yeah.
You need Draymond at the 4 in a real big.
This is going to be the fourth quarter lineup.
Yeah, that could be the fourth quarter lineup.
Like I
100%.
said, like if Clay is off the bench and you got Chris Paul and Draymond fluently passing the ball and Steph and Andrew Wiggins are taking the most of it, and then a center, like if they actually get a fresh center next to Kevon Looney, that pick and roll is going to be so goddamn deadly.
Especially like starting off the season, I can't start Chris Paul.
Yeah. I mean, we'll probably. I mean, he's already day to day, so we'll have to see.
Yo!
But I mean, that's just something we're gonna have to see. I think
shit.
Either way, the thing that I kind of don't like about getting rid of Jordan Poole is like Steph's gonna have to continue like giving you literally everything he has,
I'm about to say,
and he's getting another year older and another year older.
I feel like this is the Warriors looking Steph Curry in his face and saying, "We're doubling down on you."
Yeah, and it's
like,
crazy.
This is it.
He's probably just like, bro, I've given you guys everything I could give. Like, I mean, yeah, he had an amazing season last year, but we see it year after year. What, last year was like the third year in a row that he missed some kind of games with some kind of injury?
Because it's, again, this is just addressing the problem of the horrible and non-Steph minutes.
But that's the thing, like, Steph gets hurt.
If you're not that bad in the non-Steph minutes, he doesn't have to go as crazy.
Right, but when Steph got hurt last year, they at least had Jordan Poole, who did win them some games when he was out. So now, like, if if Steph Curry goes down this year, this team is gonna be horrible.
I think Chris Paul is good for at least 6 wins.
Yeah, but how many games is he gonna miss though?
Huh?
How many games is Steph gonna miss?
Yeah. I know, but the rest is it's up to somebody else.
Yeah,
fuck, you pay Andrew Wiggins a lot of money. Where's he at?
That's true.
I understand Chris Paul and
true.
Steph are bad on defense, but now imagine Chris Paul and Clay. Yo, John Morant would drop like 60 on.
Good thing he ain't gonna play
right.
for a quarter of the season.
Moving on, Bradley Beal gets traded to the Suns. You know, Bradley Beal had the option.
Oh, you suck!
You stink. I don't like it because now the Suns it's just a whole bunch of hoopla. So it's another situation where Kevin Durant is just Kevin Durant and a whole bunch of shit, and they have to figure it out, and they all have to figure out their roles, and they've signed like 7 people who probably wouldn't be on the bench of not a lot of other teams, and you're gonna see
they got Watanabe. That man was hitting that 3 with KD on the Nets last year, but that's about it. They got
he's gonna have
got Jock Landale back. They got
like
David
Okogie's
Lee.
gonna be the 6th man, and then like after that you're gonna have
Chimezie Metu. He gonna get like 3 minutes.
Damn, that's 3 centers that they got.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm optimistic.
I mean, I think it depends on if they said they're keeping Ayton. I don't know how much they're gonna actually stick to that, but I think it depends on that. Like, if Ayton comes and he balls, this team will be actually pretty fucking good.
I just feel like
I'm predicting that he will because Chris Paul's not there anymore.
And Monty Williams.
Yeah.
Ayton was at his best with Chris Paul.
But he Ayton. His biggest concern is he wants the ball in his hand and he wants to like do his thing.
Give
But
it to him.
But now you have Bradley Beal, Kevin Durant, and Devin Booker. Will you really giving Ayton the ball over those?
Before they should have given him the ball. I feel like it's
what's the harm in giving it to him 2 times a quarter?
But that's the thing. He doesn't like that. He wants to be like.
No, he is getting it 2 times a quarter. He wants it more than that.
He's getting it in the spot that somebody else is choosing it for him.
That's true.
You're not giving them the space to go out there and actually.
But I just
was about to be their point guard.
Cameron Payne. Who gives a fuck?
Probably Cameron Payne. Yeah.
Just give the ball to Kevin Durant.
I feel like what this
team
stays
healthy. Yeah, I mean that'd be.
I feel like what this team needs now is they don't need an offensive-minded center, which is what Ayton is. He's not great on the defensive end.
Yeah, they need someone to
and they don't need any more offense, low-key. They got 3 of the best offensive player in the league.
Clint Capella would have been a huge.
If he got into a better headspace, I believe he could protect the ring better.
Maybe.
Well, yeah, because Ayton's pretty fucking good, and that's true.
He's got good foot speed and everything, but I think where his headspace is right now, you maybe do a trade with the Hawks.
Like, I've seen DeAndre Ayton dominate a fucking game before.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he has.
I've seen it happen already.
But can that be consistent behind Bradley Beal, Kevin Durant, and Devin Booker? Because there's no way in hell I'm giving Ayton the ball before any of those.
I feel with how this team is structured right now, you call up a team like the Hawks, like he was suggesting, get Capella and maybe 1 bench piece, do that trade. You have a rim-protecting center. You have now a bench piece, whoever the fuck that bench piece is. Hopefully he's fucking good.
Ayton could run with the Hawks, too.
But I just feel like...
I'd give it to him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or you trade with the Pistons, who have a load of big men. And pause. That sounded crazy. And you get one of their guys, and they have a plethora of young bench pieces. So I feel like you just do a trade like that, get a defensive-minded center and a bench piece, and you'll be chilling.
But yeah, I honestly I don't understand this move for the Suns, and I don't understand this move for Bradley Beal either.
Kevin Durant does make sense.
Nothing anymore. Like Kevin Durant's just living in a fucking.
Kevin Durant's playing 2K, bro.
Because like their bench is about to be like they were almost about to sign fucking Jabari Parker. Like this is how crazy it's gotten in Phoenix. Like if one of those guys goes down, just one of those guys go down, this team is so much worse than where they are. And I don't know. And Bradley Beal, that dude has no heart because you could have went to Miami, had a proper team around you, but all it would take was for you to put in more effort. He don't want that. He wants to take this ride, go to the Suns with a whole bunch of other players.
Hey, who also did that? KD.
Kevin Durant, yeah. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and deny that.
Kevin Booker's just come on, guys.
And I don't know. And if this don't work out for the Suns, they're pretty fucked on draft picks. Because can we see
horrible closeout games.
pull up what they're about to exactly.
You said what?
Just a bunch of guys that are horrible in closeout games.
What did they, bro? So they got a 2024 pick swap. They got 2024 second, a 25 second, a 26 pick swap, a 26 second, a 27 second, a 28 pick swap, a 28 second, a 30 pick swap, and a 30 second.
Yeah, but the one thing is they do get a pick every year.
Yeah,
but it's just a worse pick.
That's what I'm saying.
So they're still bringing in rookies every year, though. It's not like...
Ain't Bradley Beal like 30 something?
Bradley Beal's, I think, probably...
He's like 29, 30.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Oh, thank you.
Where the fuck was I?
How old is he, Matt?
30. On the dot. Yesterday. No.
Wait, actually?
Oh, he's got the same birthday as me. Let's go, Bradley Beal Wednesday.
Fuck.
Bradley Beal Wednesday?
Well, our birthday was Wednesday.
Oh, I thought you said it was Bradley Beal Wednesday.
Fucking sucks.
Wow.
Anyway.
But yeah,
June 28th, Elon Musk, Rob Dyrdek, me, Bradley Beal. Decent birthday. Anyway, continue.
That's just a crazy group to just include Matt. It's like, no.
Remind you, like, he just threw himself in, but before Bradley Beal, like, he was somebody.
It's a whole bunch of big bullshit guys.
Literally.
Oh, Rob Dyrdek and Elon Musk in a podcast? Oh my god. That would be crazy.
Bullshit.
Big bullshit podcast.
But yeah, I'm sticking to it. Bradley Beal ain't got no fucking heart because I promise you, like, if Bradley Beal, played through some of those little injuries that he had, he don't have no heart,
No
bro.
heart is crazy. I ain't gonna say he ain't got no heart.
He ain't got no fucking
He
heart.
fought for that contract and then just didn't give a fuck.
But who said that was gonna happen though? Me. Everyone said I was nuts.
I'm pretty sure everyone in the fucking
I don't remember
world
anybody
said
said anything.
Last year, I did. I was making a big deal about how that contract was trash.
I'm right.
Contract wasn't going to do shit. He was either going to get injured and not play hard this year. He did both. And that no trade clause was going to make it so he goes
I remember those
wherever
games he
wants.
played and I was betting on him and he was just fumbling.
He sold the Wizards.
He sold my fucking pockets.
Because they could have made the fucking playoffs.
Yeah, they
He was actually playing.
When him...
And I predicted him to make the fucking play-in.
Bro, when him, Porzingis, and Kuzma were on the court together, they outscored everybody by 7
got
points.
himself a little bag.
Yeah. They outscored people by 7 points. Like, Beal was actually, like, passing. Like, he was thriving as a passer.
Wasn't they, like, really good in the beginning of the year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Beal, like...
Yeah, they were solid. They were
he
top
went out with, like,
7
a hamstring injury or something and literally never recovered from it. He kept coming back and going back out with it. I was just like, bro, what are you...
It's like every 3 or 4 games.
He's like, this money, though, I don't give a fuck. He was probably on the game every night, fucking on OnlyFans.
My son Kuzma coming back.
Yeah, at least. I like that for the Wizards, because he actually wants to play there, and he actually wants to...
God damn it, we're on the Wizards again.
Yeah, this is definitely the Wizards episode. But before we get to free agency, the draft, so Victor Wembanyama is now officially a San Antonio Spur. Which is disgusting.
I hate that.
Yeah, I fucking hate that.
I mean, the fit's perfect as far as what the Spurs are, but who the fuck wants to buy a Spurs jersey? Not this guy.
Bro,
Not that guy. Not that guy.
Right. Don't nobody want that.
Not her. Nobody does.
I don't think I'm ever going to have a Spurs jersey regardless. unless I have to.
I feel like I have to.
If Wemby become like a top 10 conversation, I might have to.
Like, you know how big of an asshole the guy was that didn't buy a LeBron James rookie jersey and had the chance to? Like,
what the fuck has Cleveland ever done? Well, they about to do something. Like,
yeah, they got Max Strus. They're about to wild out. Nah, but yeah. So when Wembanyama goes first to the Spurs, it is what it is. I mean, they have a lot to do in San Antonio, but I think this year's like any typical big rookie. You know, you come in, you see if he's actually gonna live up to the hype, and then you build afterwards. Unless you're Cleveland with LeBron, they just didn't really do nothing besides get an old Shaq. But second was Brandon Miller.
I'm a big fan of Brandon Miller.
Yeah, I honestly love that fit with the Hornets.
Big fan of that,
because that news that Miles Bridges is most likely coming back after like a 10-game suspension next year. And then you got Brandon Miller, LaMelo just got re-signed.
you still got Hayward and
most likely
Rozier off the bench.
Most likely still going to have P.J. Washington, who I thought he took a decent step this year.
You still got Mark Williams, who was low-key one of the better defenders last year.
Yeah.
And he was a rookie.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Once
he gave me hell in fantasy one week, and I was just like, who the hell is this guy?
Once, like halfway through the year came around, and all of a sudden he just started snapping. And I'm like, okay. I see you, big dog.
Yeah, so... You know, the Hornets, I like it. Brandon Miller, I mean, for where they were, being second, needing someone, I like it because the guy that went third, Scoot Henderson, I also like this for the Blazers. But
I think he's better than Brandon Miller, but I think that fit works better with
that delusion. That delusion would have scared me too, because this dude was like, I should be number one over Wembanyama, but I don't want to be remembered as a number two, knowing like the whole time that you're gonna go number three. Like it was rumored for like 4 weeks.
He's the second best player in this draft, but it doesn't make sense to have him and LaMelo next to each other. It makes zero sense.
I would have took Brandon Miller too, no matter who I was.
Good for you.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Cool. Yeah. We got some weed now.
Yeah. No matter what, I was taking Brandon Miller at two.
Brandon Miller's he's got a crazy potential. But he also did say his favorite player of all time is Paul George, so he's weird. So I don't know.
Yeah, his goat. These young kids
but
are built different.
They comp real well together.
It makes sense though.
Yeah.
Around the time he was young, Paul George was it.
Yeah, but like he wasn't. You know, like LeBron was it.
Where's he from? Is he from
Indiana?
Indiana?
And Paul George was giving him trouble.
But Paul George
nobody really wanted to like LeBron at that point in time.
Oh, when LeBron was on the Heat, everyone was going against. I was when they were
so
in the
when Paul
finals,
George came out, everybody was like, "Yeah, fucking Pacers, yeah!"
Oh yeah, because people are also like, "Melo, yeah!"
Bro, I was heavy
blocks at the rim
by Roy Hibbert. Bro, that's what I fucking hate is that Roy Hibbert got that huge block on Melo, and we really didn't hear from him after that year, after they lost.
He went to the fuck, or like he was terrible his last run with the Pacers. Then he comes to the fucking Lakers and shits the fucking
even
bed
worse.
even worse. I was so
well, he was averaging like 4 and 4.
Bro, fucking crazy shit,
bro. And I remember during his last playoff run with the Pacers, people were literally making memes of who's gonna get the next rebounds? Is it gonna be Roy Hibbert or Michael Jordan? Since Michael Jordan wasn't even playing, and I was like, "This is crazy." Who's gonna get a rebound first? I was like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah, I definitely would have had bad bet on Jordan.
But yeah, so Scoot Henderson, I mean, I like it because I think he has the potential to be like one of the next big players in the league. I think, like you said, more than Brandon Miller. So I like it for them, knowing that they were getting rid of Dame. If Dame didn't really like what they were doing, I like it overall. Him and Jeremy Grant and Simons, it's a nice little
getting rid of Lillard, which is what they're doing now. Oh, this fit is fucking beautiful. Yeah. Him next to Simons and him next to fucking Shaden Sharp.
Yeah,
that shit is gonna be nice.
Dame stunted Simons' growth a little bit because we know what Simons can do when he's on. That dude is like, he can be lights out. But next to Dame, who was like...
They play the same game, low-key.
Dame was taking like 25 to 30 shots.
Stunning CJ too.
Yeah, that's fair. So he's going to get more freedom. Scoot's going to get his chance to just, scoot it and boat it. It's like, nah. But beyond that, I mean, though, that's your top 3 of the draft.
That was nasty.
What other picks do you like?
I mean, the Thompson twins going back-to-back, I saw that coming. They're both really good fucking players. I feel like their ceiling is ridiculously high, but their floors can be pretty fucking low. Anthony Black to Magic.
The Pistons, right?
Huh? Yeah, he went to the Pistons. I feel like Anthony Black is a really fucking shit pick.
He's a dog.
He's a dog, but I think it's a shit pick.
Dog.
No, wait.
Yo, Mess, I think it's a really shit pick.
I think it's a shit pick to the Magic. They have way too many guards. Way too many guards that are all young trying to get minutes.
No fucking good ones.
Markelle Fultz has shown he's pretty good. Cole Anthony's shown he's really good. Jalen Suggs has not shown a fucking
that
shit.
Had mad shit.
Jalen
they
Suggs
had mad time to show us that they're better.
He needs to stay healthy.
Mad time.
Suggs had an ankle injury for like 2 years.
How long has Markelle Fultz been in the NBA?
All right, Markelle Fultz, yes, but Cole Anthony's only been in the league 3 years. Jalen Suggs,
all right,
2 years.
And you're still barely good enough to be the sex.
And this man can't shoot a fucking shot to save his life.
Ooh.
Anthony Black.
I promise you he's going to be better than that.
He better be. He better be. Because I feel like it was a shit
Better
pick.
be. Damn, that's like
I feel
threatening
like
this kid.
it was a
Kill me if he's not.
Anthony Black better be good for the
But
Magic.
no, I just feel like
Just
they
a Magic
could
fan on the road.
I feel like they could have just done better with that pick. I don't know. But I don't know. I like no.
We need to calm the fuck down, man.
I feel like Taylor
He was like, this is a
Henderson-
really shit pick. He better be good. He can't shoot for shit. Like,
Goddamn, bro.
Nah, he is good on the defensive end, and he can pass though. So
Nah, but I like Bilal to the Wizards too. I mean, we're gonna talk about the fucking Wizards again, but I think it's a nice fit.
I feel like they could have got him later though.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, they traded up for. I think the Pacers were about to. Well, the Pacers did draft him.
Well, the trade happened before the draft.
Well, the only reasons that the Wizards went up one is because I think the Pacers were about to take him. And then the Pacers were like, oh fuck it, we like Jarris Walker too.
Well, Jarris Walker's a better player.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Bilal Coulibaly has a really high ceiling, but I feel like he could be a huge bust. He's a real big working project.
Matt is just tearing these.
Nah, but
Yo, Matt is like
what the
these
fuck?
kids. You
If
kids
you're
have
not
no
with
shot.
Biyama, you fucking suck.
You kids have no shot.
I feel like this draft is really deep. I feel like this draft could have a bunch of really good players, but I feel like Bilal, like his whole year last year in France, he didn't show a damn thing until the playoff. No, like he was averaging like 6 points a game. He was averaging like some low ass
Yo,
shit.
he's fucking.
And then once the playoffs came or whatever it is over there, their tournament over there, yeah, he did start getting crazy with Wemby once the minutes went higher and shit like that because they were teammates. But it took him the whole year to even show that he was eligible for the fucking draft. And then once the playoffs came around, he did show some potential. So I don't know. I feel like it was a little high. I feel like he could have definitely gone in the teens. But he has a high upside though. He has high upside. I'm cool with him.
He didn't do shit in France. Yo, I'm sorry, man. You're a funny motherfucker sometimes, man. Not all the time. That's pretty funny. He's a big bullshit guy, man. He's great to have.
Funny fact: we had 2 players in the draft with the name Kobe.
Yeah, Kobe Brown.
Yo, I was
Kobe
just about to
Buffkin.
mention something like
Kobe Buffkin, Kobe Brown.
We're about
Just for
to.
that, I am following their career.
Bro, we're about to start getting.
Buffkin is really good too.
More of these dudes are about to be named Kobe and LeBron and shit. We're getting to that
But
point.
somehow Kobe had no impact. Fucking imagine that. No fucking Michael Jordan's out there.
Nah, but Kobe Buffkin.
Imagine someone just named Michael Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan.
No, like Michael Jordan as a conjoined first
Oh,
name.
that's terrible.
Or just MJ.
But Kobe Buffkin, he could be a great backup for the Hawks.
That's a crazy name, Kobe Buffkin.
Taylor Hendricks, I feel, is a perfect pick to the Jazz.
Who's he playing for? The Hawks.
The Hawks.
Atlanta Hawk Kobe Buffkin.
Honestly,
That dude ain't gonna be shit.
Yo, chill out, bro.
not
Chill
too
out.
much. Not too much on fucking
Chill out,
Kobe.
bro.
Come on.
Come on, I have to shit on somebody, man. You've been shitting on all of them.
Shit on Jet Howard. That was an actual terrible
Yo,
pick.
chill out, bro.
God.
You just hate the Magic's team, bro.
Jet Howard was projected like 20 range. They got him at 11. It was a reach. It was a reach.
That's like, oh, you know who you should actually shit on? He knows exactly who to shit on.
Bro, I paid attention to this collegiate season.
No,
way
but
too
listen,
close.
I'm gonna say this though. Grady Dick does not exist. I don't give a
What do you
fuck. This dude,
He's a shooter.
he just appeared. I don't care what anybody tells me.
His
outfit
for the
trying to
draft
like get like Drake to get his jersey because like it literally just said, it's gonna say Dick on the back. Like this is insane, bro. Until he actually like plays,
He's a meme. He's funny as hell. He's
I
a
don't.
meme.
I don't believe it.
I got his team, or I got his card in 2K.
Did you?
Yeah.
I don't believe he exists.
He's funny.
Man.
He's funny.
He's
as
funny
hell.
as fuck. He's just white and has like a fucking, like his haircut. Like he don't. I'm sorry, man.
Nah, he's lit. Jordan Hawkins to the Pelicans, I thought was a great pick. He's NBA ready. He had a couple of years
Casey
in
Wallace
college.
is pretty good.
Casey Wallace is the best perimeter defender in this draft.
But behind fucking Kyrie,
Oh, the
and
Blazers
Luka,
got Chris Murray too.
it's kind of
You could run the second unit though. I mean,
as a defender they need it.
yeah, he can pass the ball too.
Yeah.
OD. I feel like he could do well for the Mavericks, 100%.
The Blazers got fucking Chris Murray. I like that. That's cool. I'm not saying Chris Murray's like great, but
Not as good as his
He has
brother
potential.
yet, but and also Mavericks got Derek Lively. That's big. He's a good big man.
They need that.
He's great defensively. He can move his feet. He even showed during fucking the combine that he can shoot the fucking three. Low.
I mean, because they were thinking about Andre Drummond, and whenever you're thinking about Andre Drummond, you're just out of
nah,
ideas.
you're bad.
You just need help.
I feel like the draft or the Jazz low-key had one of the better drafts because they got Taylor Hendricks and Keontae George. My man Keontae George is a bucket. Keontae George is a fucking bucket, bro. We got Jalen Hood-Schifino. I feel like they could have maybe picked a couple players over him, but he's a good point guard for the Lakers. He could be a good point guard when D'Lo shit in the bed. I fuck with him.
It should be pretty often.
I'm about to say which is gonna happen every 2 out of 3
Steal
games.
the draft though is Cam Whitmore because there's injury.
I was literally just about
There's
to talk
injury
about
concerns with him, so that's why a lot of teams dropped on
The
him.
Rockets, bro.
But that motherfucker, he was
We're about
projected.
to-
He was
we're about to
projected
have
a
the
top
debate of the
5,
century
bro.
soon.
He was projected top 5.
It's not a debate.
It's not a debate. D-Man is 100% right. Thomas is on some bullshit. But look out for Cam Whitmore.
I'll be
upcoming
right this
season.
year, I promise.
Yeah, you're gonna be the big bullshit.
But,
in that segment.
And low key for the Lakers, I low key think their second round pick, Maxwell Lewis, he could be just as good as Jalen Hood-Schifino. I kind of liked him like in the same range as Hood-Schifino. I had them both in the like early 20s, and Maxwell Lewis dropped to the second fucking round, so I'm cool on him too.
Any final draft insight? When Benyama to the Spurs was disgusting.
Yeah.
I wish he went to like Houston or Charlotte or fucking, the Blazers would have been crazy. Dame and him, yeah, that would have been nasty. We're back, free agency.
Back again.
It's been,
Shady's
Yeah, to save time, what are some of your guys' favorite moves? Least favorite?
That one.
Let me start from the top.
We're back is crazy, son.
But yo, free agency. But all right, okay.
A lot of people did. Yeah, my bad. I didn't know you were gonna.
I gotta get a clean cut of me saying free agency.
This is the fourth.
So,
Oh shit.
free agency. Personally, it's my favorite time of the year. Well, not really favorite because actually, I like watching them play.
I would say the playoffs is fair time of year.
Yeah,
This is a
free
close
agency
second
is
or third.
free agency is fun. So we've had a couple of crazy things happen so far. I'll start with Kyrie staying in Dallas.
That's big.
So there was a lot of rumors whether he would go to LA, whether he would venture somewhere else, anywhere else, but he actually stays in Dallas. I kind of like it.
Yeah.
Optimistically. I mean, I know they shit the bed pretty bad last year, but
From what I heard, that was the only thing that was happening. That he was staying in Dallas. From what I heard, nobody else really wanted him.
there was rumors of the Lakers that he was going to visit with like a couple other. He was going to visit with the Suns.
Yeah, I did hear that.
Yeah, like there was a couple of things going on, but he stays in Dallas. I mean, maybe he likes Dallas.
Now imagine he met with the Suns And, well, there was 2 rumors going around that he was going to, like, go against the grain and sign a low-ass deal with the Suns, which I didn't expect.
A Russell Westbrook-ass deal.
Or,
That's crazy.
or that they were going to do a sign-and-trade. Denver was going to do a sign-and-trade. Dallas was going to do a sign-and-trade.
Fucked up this segment.
And it was going to be Kyrie for Ayton. But could you imagine Kyrie, Beal, Booker, and KD all on the same fucking team?
Offense, ridiculous.
Offense would be fucking
Defense,
crazy.
Schenectady. Yeah, I personally think that Kyrie and Luka, they can actually be really fucking good. Like with one another, they just gotta lock in and figure that out. And I don't think half a season was enough time because both of them demand the ball so much. You have to give them time.
And they both got injured while they were on the same team together, so they low key wasn't a half a season. That shit was like 15
I
games.
feel like Luka only gets injured because he carries so much of the load. Like if Kyrie can actually
100%.
like give some fucking impact, I think this will be huge because it'll keep Luka healthy. But Kyrie got to stay on the court, obviously. But I think Dallas is a place where he can genuinely focus on basketball and not worry too much because normally it's like fucking Mark Cuban in the media. Doing some dumb shit.
I feel like they could definitely, given like you said, they didn't have much time to gel. The team was destroyed because of the trade for Kyrie.
But yeah. So you have any thoughts on the
there was a lot of recent
Kyrie staying in Dallas?
I mean, like I said, I kind of already knew.
Oh yeah, V-Man knows it all.
not like that, but it's like again. To me, it was either. To me, it was either us.
Well, we're not gonna get through this segment, dogs.
I don't know. Why is free agency doing this?
To me, it was either us or them.
Damn, that sounds real. Like it's either us or them.
I mean, it's kind of like that. I mean, I really didn't see him going.
There was no other teams that were.
And it was like then the reports started coming out. Like once the Lakers started catching an actual rhythm with the team that we assembled at the deadline, it came out that all right, the Lakers might not even be interested anymore. And that was the last time I ever heard.
You saw that shit that Kyrie was saying that once he got traded to them, he was pushing for Dallas to make a trade for LeBron.
Yeah.
What would that trade have even look like?
Kyrie be off his
wrong
shit,
with you, bro.
Kyrie be off his
looking
shit.
at this dude just like nah.
Bro,
Don't pursue him no more. Don't pursue him no more. But I mean, speaking about the Lakers. Speaking of the Lakers, I like what they're doing. Like normally, like
great shit.
Great.
There's a lot of teams out here kind of selling themselves to put a couple stars together and fuck the depth. Like we'll just get what we get. But the Lakers are really working on building an actual fucking team, which is actually what LeBron really needs later in his career. Because we know eventually that LeBron's kind of gonna not shit the bed, but at a certain point he's not going to be able to give you 30 anymore. We kind of started seeing that in the playoffs a little bit, where he was kind of giving you 20 and 10, 20 and 12, what have you. But there's going to come that day when LeBron's not going to be able to carry the offense, and I think they're preparing for that really nicely.
Bro, their new additions so far, Gabe Vincent, who just had a phenomenal playoff series.
Crazy.
Crazy, we got Cam Reddish, who we've been in rumors to get the last 3 fucking seasons, and now we just
and he's not even 24 yet. And it feels
the
like
one thing that scares me about that, but it's refreshing that he is 24, is that the Lakers have this trend on picking up the motherfuckers they were supposed to get too late.
Yeah.
We always get them too late.
Yeah,
Roy Hibbert.
Like literally.
Yeah.
Russ.
When were we ever supposed to get Roy Hibbert? Anyway, so we got Cam Reddish, who, he's a young dude. We have him on a 2-year deal, second year as a player or a team option. So if he's bad, we can just cut him after the 1 year. I feel like he could definitely give a Lonnie Walker type of role this year. Then we got Jackson Hayes as a big man. That's a cool, athletic young dude. And then we have Taurean Prince as a vet.
He's always in the fucking mix.
Yeah, he has some size. He's been on a lot of good teams, been on a lot of bad teams. So I fuck with our acquisition so far. We still brought back
Reeves, Hashimura, fucking
Vanderbilt. We got everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Russell. The only and Bombo, we weren't gonna keep. We didn't even play him.
Beasley, it just is what it is. I mean, I like Beasley. I like Beasley as a player.
We still have our rights on Beasley. We can still re-sign him.
No, he's gone.
Yeah, there's no.
Oh,
I don't. Well, I mean, like, he's basically saying, like, you guys aren't.
Yeah. I don't think he's coming back, but we still have his bird rights to if we want to still bring him back. But and then the rest of the people.
Bird rights. It's nuts.
But yeah, Tristan Thompson, we're not fucking bringing back. Lonnie Walker, we don't got his bird rights anyway. We're not bringing him back. Gabriel, he was a piece to where we had no other pieces. We were using him. So we brought back everyone we needed to, and then added real depth. And I fuck with this team heavy.
I love it because what this does is, like, you know, when you do have those games where D'Angelo Russell is shit in the bed, Austin Reeves is maybe not living up to, you know, what we've seen.
Nah, he's
like, you got the pieces now.
Any space left?
Like cap space?
Yeah. I mean,
probably not.
Minimum deals. And we haven't used our mid-level
Jabari
exception
Parker.
yet. We haven't used our mid-level, and that's $12 million. Well, I don't know if it will be for.
I don't even know if you guys even have to get anyone past this.
I think we don't have any actual legit cap space, but I don't think we've used our exception yet. So we could still get an okay player with that. I'm pretty sure.
Because you guys are gonna have D'Angelo, Reeves, LeBron, Vanderbilt, and Davis most likely starting.
No bullshit. Jesus
and then
Christ.
like you'll have Gabe Vincent off the bench, Lonnie Walker. Lonnie Walker came back, right? No, not Lonnie Walker.
No.
But you're gonna have Rui, who is a blessing. Cam Reddish, if he eventually gets minutes. Jackson Hayes, Torian Prince. Did you guys keep Wendy Gabriel? No. But either which way, that's a lot of, your rookie now, Jalen Hood, Shafino. But I don't even feel like I should say the Shafino part.
Jalen Hood and Maxwell Lewis, those are two really good young pieces that we've just picked up. I feel like both top 26 players in the draft.
Nothing but great depth now. So, yeah. I mean, personally, they've built a really solid team. Like let's say LeBron goes down, with a year-long ankle injury or whatever.
Year-long?
Where he has to No, I'm saying like he did this year. How he missed time here. No. But if he has I'm not saying he's gonna miss the whole year with injury. I'm saying if it happens like it did last year, where he gets a lingering injury and he misses spurts of time, you're okay now. Tips. Well, yeah, but yeah, absolutely not. I like what the Lakers did. Moving on, the Rockets. I think it's time that we settle that. So they get Fred VanVleet on a whole bunch of money. They get Dylan Brooks on a whole bunch of money. They trade for Patty Mills. That's what they've done so far. I doubt that it's over because they're probably most likely going to have to trade Porter because he seems like the odd man out of a rotation that you build here. Or Jalen Smith. We'll see. Or Jalen Green. But I like what they've done. I like the team.
Okay. Yeah, no.
I mean, if you take money out of it, I love the team.
I liked the team before these trades. I thought they're a really good young team that's building through the draft and having a lot of good young pieces, and a lot of these young pieces are showing that they're developing, like Sengun, like Jalen Green, and Tari Eason is a great player on that team. Jabari Smith, he had some ups and downs in his rookie year. I think
he got a lot better as the year.
He acclimated himself into the league. I feel like he can keep getting better. But I feel like Kevin Porter Jr. and Jalen Green, there as the two who are running the floor a lot. Them two are they're head cases. They're knuckleheads.
They have mad players.
That's what I'm
saying.
They
have mad players.
So think about this rotation.
So I feel like the immaturity on that team was just a little bit iffy, and they just have to grow the fuck up. But now you have
they got Captain Immature running the show.
Yeah, now you have fucking Dylan fucking Brooks who's going to amp that up a million.
Who's going to lead them? Fred VanVleet? That's what you're banking on? That's
Udoka is their coach.
That's huge. That's huge. But he's going to get them to fuck other people's wives. Anyway. But no.
So this is what I'm saying. So the Rockets in general were always a team with talent, but they had no direction. Like Matt said, you had Jalen Green and fucking Porter just running around doing God knows fucking what, and then Sengun just came out of nowhere and thrived through all that. But now you're going to get Fred VanVleet, who, defense, he doesn't have a defensive game whatsoever. But on the offensive end, he can heat up. And last year, he greatly, greatly improved on the passing end. Like, his assist-to-turnover ratio was the best in the league.
That's a fact.
That's actually a fact. And then you have, you're getting the ball out of Jalen Green's hands, which means Jalen Green is going to play more off-ball. And he's a very great player. I don't care what anyone tells me. Jalen Green is a fantastic
His IQ
player.
needs to get up there, though, because he takes dumb shots.
You have Jabari Smith, who offensively he improved over the season, and we already know how he does on the defensive end of the ball. And then Sengun, who's an all-around player, a Jokic-type player. Not exactly Jokic, but he could be a good similarity. And Dylan Brooks doesn't have to fucking touch the ball. That's the best part.
I just think paying $42 million to a dude who...
A lot of money. A lot of fucking money.
Who the last couple years has been kind of toxic in his own locker room. It is questionable. And then paying $20 million for 4 years, not $20 million for 2 years with a team option to where you can boot him. $20 mil for 2 years.
20 years. Crazy.
$20 mil for
He dies
4
in
years with Dylan Brooks is crazy to me. Because I feel like at most he's a $10 mil player per year at most.
I mean, not
and
for
I
nothing.
get it. Like I was saying earlier, they had to spend the money.
They
They already have a lot of players. They had $64 million that they had to spend, so they spent 44 of it right here.
Listen,
Or 64
I
of it
roasted
right
the shit out of Dylan Brooks all year, but if you put him on a team where he doesn't have to control the ball, he's not taking fucking 17 shots every other night. I love that because he's a fantastic defender. Second team all defense this year, I believe. He's a spark plug. If he does give you anything offensively, that'll fucking boost the team. But if he's not being an idiot, which he's probably going to be an idiot with his mouth, but if he's not being an idiot with the ball, I love it. I love it.
What? Oh, yeah, V-Man. Talk that shit.
But off the bench, Patty Mills, Amen Thompson, Eason, Kenyon fucking Martin, Tate, whatever they get for Porter, it's a deep team. It's a really deep team. And Udoka as the fucking coach?
To do what exactly?
What do you mean?
To do what exactly? What is this team doing?
Oh, yeah, they're still young, and I don't think
Yeah, I mean, I'm not
Western
saying here saying the
Conference.
Rockets are about to fucking make a fucking run, but I think they at least make a play at the very least.
At the very least? I think that's at
Yeah.
the most.
No.
At the
Yeah.
most, they make a play.
That is the very
No, at most I can see them sneaking up to 6.
That's no.
But
No,
hell
at
no.
least
no,
they're
no,
playing.
no.
I don't get. I will. That'll be my first guarantee that the Rockets will
First
be.
guarantee?
Yes,
Yo,
the
this is
Rockets are
gonna
going to be
become-
playing
This
or
is
better.
going to become a great
Bro,
league.
Udoka is a great fucking coach,
is.
This is a
and they
great
have
league.
so much fucking talent. You put one good system on that, they're gonna flourish.
Watching you die on hills is hilarious.
All right, we'll see, bro. We will fucking see.
He was this confident with the Pistons last year, too.
Because I mean, Sengun was fucking.
Man, the Bucks.
He improved.
Sengun is fire. Sengun is a great
I'm saying
player.
Sengun, Fred VanVleet, fucking Green and Smith, and then you just throw in Brooks, who defense is what they fucking need.
Maturity. If they can get mature and actually play fucking ball, I could see them in a playing spot and maybe getting the 7th seed, winning the play.
Brooks and Jabari are going to be locking down.
I
moves and
don't
fucking-
think.
I don't.
All right, we'll see.
I don't think it's going to happen, but I say at most. Maybe
I'm a
7th
huge
seed
fan
through
of
the playoffs.
Udoka, and
Right.
he's
They're just going to be the team that plays hard,
I can't wait.
fails.
I can't wait. They're not gonna fail.
Well,
I cannot fucking wait. I cannot wait. Look,
Bro.
I'm getting jittery. I can't wait.
What the fuck?
But other teams that are doing shit, the Pacers. The Pacers, they paid Bruce Brown a lot of fucking money.
Yo, $22 million a year,
I'm not going to lie.
The Pacers don't give a damn.
and it
He
also
was.
has a team option too. So I mean, I don't hate
Bro.
the fucking. I don't hate it at all.
If the Pacers didn't interfere, he was coming to us.
Yeah,
I mean, and it's like I
that's
told
why
you
they
guys,
overpaid like that too. Because we were gonna pay him some short.
they're
shit.
keeping
Punk-ass
they're
Pacers.
keeping Buddy
Fuck you, he's
Hield.
still salty about 2000. Or 2000. Yeah, was it 2000? Yeah, it was 2000.
But they're keeping Buddy Hield. They're keeping Miles Turner. They extended the shit out of Halliburton, so he's about to be a happy ass player.
They still got Mathurin. They still got. They just brought in Jarace Walker.
Just
still
got Obi
Isaiah
Toppin.
Jackson. Still got Jalen Smith. Just got Obi.
That's a fucking team.
They got that. That's a fucking team.
This is a team ran by Rick
Beat the shit out of the
Carlisle.
Rockets.
Whatever, but.
Is this going to be the debate this year?
No,
Rockets versus
because I
Pacers?
have the Pacers making it too. If Tyrese Halliburton is healthy, like where were they last year? Like
They
fourth?
were they were
fourth or third?
fifth seed
Yeah,
for most of the year.
If Tyrese Halliburton is healthy, yeah, they're making the playoffs. Because Mathurin, that's another fucking year for that guy.
Didn't they, like,
He was
start
amazing.
off as, like,
Yeah.
the 1 seed or some shit like
No,
that?
well, I think for like a day they were first. But they were
For, like,
majorly
maybe,
they were
like,
like
the first
third,
3
fourth
games.
until they.
Yeah, I'm about to
So
say,
for,
they
like,
didn't
the
start
first
off
week,
like
they're like
4-0.
They're 3 or 4-0.
Yeah.
But yeah, this team for
Everybody's like the Pacers, and we felt like shit because we came out here dissing them.
New York Knicks, DiVincenzo, 4-year,
Finally.
$50 million.
That was the next thing I was
That's
gonna
big.
say is that the Knicks were fucking
Look at
dead.
him, he's happy as fuck.
But no, I'm not.
No, that's huge though. DiVincenzo and Hart
I like him.
as defensive like wing players, phenomenal.
I don't know. I mean, with Tibbs running the show,
Shook.
with Tibbs running the show, I'm still unsure. But yeah, I mean, the Pacers they add Bruce Brown into the mix.
He's a Tibbs kind of
But
player.
who?
Dante DiVincenzo.
Oh yeah,
Hell yeah.
it's what the Knicks actually need. Like they need some shooting when like everyone else is just shit in the bed, and he provided that for the Warriors this year.
Yeah.
Like when people were shit in the bed, like oh DiVincenzo, what a 20-point game.
He was just a random guy.
Yeah, and that's what the Knicks need is like they needed a couple random guys
Every
like
good
Josh
team
Hart.
has
and,
one random guy that just says "fuck out of here."
and now the Knicks have two. Well, I mean, kind of 3 because like Jalen Brunson was that guy before he took his stardom and
Jalen Williams didn't go back to the 76ers. He went to Toronto for 2 years, $9 million. And the Grizzlies are stepping in and doing a sign and trade with the Rockets for Brooks.
oh KJ Martin.
And yeah, KJ Martin.
Oh,
went
he's going to the Clippers.
Who?
KJ Martin.
Wait, what?
That's Kenny Martin Jr.
Yeah,
Kenny Martin
no.
Jr. And he went to the Clippers. That's big.
Wow.
He's a great scorer.
It was a 3-team trade.
Why the fuck the Grizzlies didn't take that? Who did it?
It doesn't say.
Probably a bag or shoot.
They should have took him. They definitely should have took him. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I like KJ.
KJ Martin's a great player. He's
Yeah,
athletic.
bro,
he can
like, what
shoot.
the fuck?
Wow,
He's
the
a great
Clippers
player.
are coming up a little bit.
That would have been a
Live
come up
reaction. No.
Yeah, the Clippers are coming up a little
That would have
bit.
been a come
Yo,
up for
speaking of the
Grizzlies.
Clippers, yo, they signed Russell Westbrook for fucking 2 years, $8 million. Bargain of the fucking offseason.
He wants to win. Too bad they're not gonna.
Poured out segment for Russell Westbrook. Definitely
Nah, there's
poured
actually
out
shit in
segment
there.
for Russell Westbrook, 'cause that's fucking insane. 2 years, $8 million, bro.
You know who shot, though? You know who's really fucking shot? The Philadelphia 76ers are out of their goddamn minds.
Oh yeah.
Because first, like, convince James Harden to stay. Is it really that hard, bro? Like, is it really that hard to sit the man down and be like, yo,
That man just ain't never
stay?
happy though.
Bro, it's just
Like-
like he's in a city he wants to be in. Just make it an enjoyable experience.
Right.
An enjoyable
Like,
environment.
Like,
for
what the
him, yeah.
fuck, bro?
Like, he wants to be there. Like, he bought Embiid a fucking $1 million watch. Like, they...
That's nothing to them. That's pocket.
Well, no,
change.
yeah, but still, $1 million is still, like, even if you're a millionaire, you're like, what the fuck? You know, $1 million is crazy.
But yeah, and they haven't wanted to give Tyrese Maxey his rookie extension because they want to stay flexible, and they don't know what to do with Tobias
They lost
Harris.
Shake Milton.
always-
They lost Shake Milton. They now lost
Philly is just fumblers.
Jalen McDaniels just now. So
Yeah.
Like, they're literally
They're
fumbling.
fumbling, literally. And Tobias Harris, like, you're overvaluing him, and you're... Like, it's literally, like, what Jimmy Butler said, like, Tobias Harris over me. Like, they have valued this man, like, fucking
and
tremendously.
low key, like
This isn't the first
best
time.
thing that could come from Tobias Harris is low key if the Heat just don't want to give you something and you straight up go like, yo, Tobias and Maxey for Lillard. Like, that's best case scenario, and it won't happen. Won't happen.
Yeah.
But like Tobias, Maxey, and 2 picks for Lillard
Damn,
is the
Lillard
best they
would be
could
kinda
do.
cool.
But that's a pipe dream. I don't think that's happened.
Just 2 crybaby ass motherfuckers together.
3.
Who's the third?
We got Joel, you got Harden, and you got Lillard.
Oh, Harden not coming back.
Oh yeah, no.
No,
I
said
feel like
if you
Harden
keep
would come back for that scenario.
Yeah,
though.
if you do that and you keep and Harden.
How the fuck would he do that? That don't make no sense.
Nothing makes fucking sense anymore in the NBA, bro.
Facts.
Besides the Lakers, like the Lakers, like
Yeah.
they're gonna be
started
pretty
making
nuts.
sense out of nowhere, just
Right.
like out of left field.
Right, because like they tried to do that
We
thing
wasn't
with
making
Westbrook,
sense for
AD,
shit.
and LeBron.
That's
and
what Rob
nobody else.
Pelinka's comeback of the century.
Right, bro, because we were all like, "What the fuck are you doing? Like, how is this guy still like running shit?"
Came
Like
back from the shadow realm, just out of nowhere.
he just woke up one day, "Oh, I'm back, baby." But yeah, the 76ers are shot. Like they wanted Jared Allen, Evan Mobley, and a first for Tobias Harris. They probably thought like
Come
fucking
again? What?
yeah, they wanted Jared Allen, Evan Mobley, and a first for Tobias Harris.
Why the fuck would I do that?
I did see that actually. Yeah, fuck out of here.
Like they were hoping that fucking
Both of those players are individually better than.
they were
Tobias
hoping
Harris.
dude answered the phone and he was like on crack just for that like
I'm guessing
good.
like they had a party the night before, and he was hoping that homie was still drunk. He called him at like 4 in the
He
morning.
was like,
"Hey,
"Hey."
about that deal, man."
Wait, who's running the show in Philly? Is it still
Elton
Elton Brand?
Or no, Elton
Daryl
Brand.
He
is-
got fired.
Elton Brand's president and Daryl Morey's
Morey's
GM.
Well, he should get fired,
Yeah.
but
Didn't he step down?
Elton Brand, right? That's what I thought. Like fired or stepped down. Either way, he
He
did.
might have.
I thought Daryl Morey did too.
No, Maury's
No,
still
no,
there.
no, no, no,
Really?
no. Morey didn't step down.
Yeah, he stepped down from Houston and went to Philly. Yeah. Some other deals. You know, Max Strus went to the Cavs. I fucking love that for them. I honestly love what they have going on because they shedded some shit. They got rid of Seti Osman and
I like him.
yeah, but like
He's cool.
yeah, you know, it was what it was, is what it is. They kept Karis LeVert, which I thought was necessary. Any other cool little deals that you guys like? The Knicks got DiVincenzo just now. I'm fucking
That's
happy
fire.
about
4 year
that.
50
I told you he was
too.
happy. You
That's
fucking
cool.
denied
Well, I'm
this
not
shit.
gonna sit here
Fuck
and
outta
say
here.
like, yeah, you know, NBA championship, here we come, but because we
It's
still
a
got.
good team. That's a good team. Knicks
Roy
are
Hibbert.
low key really good. What?
What are you looking up?
The 76ers front office.
Oh, Roy Hibbert's in the 76ers front office.
No fucking way. No way. Oh, what the?
The Roy Hibbert episode.
Player development specialist for the New York. Or
He's
for
in
the
charge of that.
For the 76ers.
What the fuck?
For
That's
the
why they're ass.
76ers.
That's what the fuck.
Roy Hibbert's in charge of
Hibbert's
player
in there just
development
big as fuck
The
on
specialist.
a small
guy,
ass
the guy
computer.
that was watching SpongeBob in the locker room is in charge of player development.
Oh man.
And
This
he has
is-
been for the last 5 years.
That makes sense. Ben Simmons is his fucking fault.
Wow.
Holy fuck! Holy shit! Whoa!
Who else was there?
Whoa! Roy fucking Hibbert has ruined Ben Simmons' career.
Roy
Put
Hibbert-
that as the title.
Who the
thumbnail.
fuck-
A documentary. I need it.
I
right
just
now.
want to know, like, who looked at Roy Hibbert's career and thought that man should be developing players? And he's just actually like a little nasty at his job. We just fucking don't know it. Like he's actually really fucking good.
It just made him beat a monster.
The Nets, they extended Cameron Johnson, Cam Thomas as well. They gave the bag. They got Dennis Smith Jr., who's already day to day. Ben Simmons, he's been working out in the offseason. We'll see how far that goes.
Obi Toppin to the Pacers?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
He only went for what,
crazy.
2
Yeah.
seconds or some shit?
2 second-round picks.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I just don't know.
Who
I
are we
mean,
topping? I hope he gets a fucking chance. There's a lot of
Right.
bigs.
I think there's one more move
But-
that the Knicks are probably going to make. That's why they
You said he
were-
went to the Pacers, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of bigs over there in Indiana, but I hope he gets his
He
role.
could shine. He could
I
shine.
hope he gets a role because they have what, Jalen Smith, Isaiah Jackson,
No pressure
Miles
whatsoever.
Turner, Jerace Walker. They got a bunch of guys over there, but I feel like Obi Toppin needs to get an actual role on a team because Tom Thibodeau didn't do shit for him.
Yeah. You know, I honestly looking at the Nets depth chart, I like it.
The Nets?
Yeah, Dinwiddie, Bridges, Cameron Johnson, Finney Smith, and Claxton, with a bench of Cam Thomas, Royce O'Neal. You know, we'll say Ben Simmons maybe. Dennis Smith Jr. Dennis Smith Jr. was actually decent for the Hornets last year. whenever he played. But every time LaMelo was there, he didn't really get playing time. But LaMelo shattered his ankle on like 3 different occasions, which led to Dennis Smith Jr. having somewhat of a role. But
yeah, Elton Brand's still the general manager. Sorry.
You've been deep in Matt's been deep in the 76ers front office.
Bro, they have so many people.
But any last thoughts on free agency? Any little things that you guys have liked?
Derrick Rose to the Grizzlies.
Derrick Rose to the Grizzlies.
That was cool. Yeah, that was cool. That was cool.
Because he played in Memphis in college.
In college, right. Yeah, now he gets to mentor John Morant, who everyone says is the second coming of Derrick Rose.
I think low-key... poor Dame, poor Portland, because they just went and given it still more time.
They're like, Jeremy Grant, you deserve all this money.
They low-key,
You're the one.
They can still.
We're serious about Dame.
They can still redact that contract and not offer it to Jeremy Grant.
Jeremy fucking.
Because they definitely just came out with a statement saying, regardless of the Dame decision, they were still trying to give him that contract. But paying Jeremy Grant $32 million a year,
giving him that contract for what?
Yeah,
to do what?
Especially because he just got the highest
contract.
What
fucking help is that to Dame? You really wanted to keep Dame? Why the fuck you gonna go and do that?
Yo, Dame
woke up,
looked at his phone. He's like, nah.
They had no cap space. He was under bird rights. It's the only thing they could do was get Jeremy Grant. The best thing could have came out of that was you got a sign and trade for something crazy. But
honestly, I my hat's off to Dame for doing everything the way that he did. Though
professional. He
got as far as he could with the Blazers,
now.
And then now they're gonna trade him to somewhere he actually wants to go. He's not gonna get fucked over in that.
Too late.
No, but like V-Man said, wild shit can happen at any fucking moment. I remember when Paul George got traded to the Clippers out of fucking nowhere. And Kawhi signed. I think that all happened together, right? Right, because it was
if I remember correctly,
I know exactly what you're gonna say.
We went to get ice cream.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's when it happened. But what I thought you were gonna say is literally Paul George a week before showing up at an event Westbrook did.
Yeah.
Poor fucking Westbrook. He really got shitted on in that Thunder scenario. But Paul George came out as the surprise guest. I'm staying in OKC. Yeah, let's go. We're gonna win a chip. And then a week later, he gets a call from Kawhi. Hey, yo, man, you want to team up in LA? Bro, yeah, dude, let's fucking go.
Me and a bunch on the floor. There are many things in life, for me at least, where I remember exactly where I was when something happened. And there was 10 of us walking to the time clock at work. And all of a sudden, all of us watched basketball. And all of us got the notification. And so we're all walking to the time clock. We all look at our phones and we all see that had went down. And all of us just stopped walking. All looked at each other and goes, "What the fuck?" Because
it was in the middle of the night.
It was 2:30 in the morning when it happened. So we're all looking at it and we're just like, "Oh no, the league's ruined."
I don't think we were getting ice cream. I think we were doing some dumb shit like getting Taco Bell. Because we used to do that. We used to just, as late as we possibly could, just go get fucking Taco Bell. We would just be in Taco Bell's parking lot with a bag of food at, 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, just oh, yeah, I like these new fries. But, yeah, so, like you guys said, free agency is still a lot to go. But the one question I have for you guys is, I want you guys to pick one team and make the move that will win them the championship. It's okay to get creative.
V-Man, you go first.
Nah, chill.
Fuck it, I'll go first. I know it's in the news now, but I've been thinking about this for a couple weeks. Dame to the Heat, I think they got to get that done at all costs. The Heat should just not let this trade slip up. They should stay on its ass, because at any point in time, another team could come out of nowhere, offer the Trailblazers something. They ask Dame, and Dame's just okay with it. So the Heat need to get this done. They need to get this done soon. I like it. Get rid of Tyler Hero. You guys, they paid him a fucking contract that I don't think Tyler Hero deserved at the time. He gave you a good performance in the playoffs, shit the bed in the finals, but ever since, dealing with injuries, etc., got injured at literally the worst time, because he may have been the difference. Maybe. A healthy Tyler Hero could have done something different, but I love it, because Dame is really motivated to win a chip. Jimmy Butler, this is now his second finals failure in a row. Adebayo still trying to prove to people that he's a top center in this league.
He played well.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Yeah.
Normally I would shit on Ben. Well, he
Yeah.
actually played decently.
It's going to be a lot of guys that are going to be hungry. I think Miami, I'm not going to say that they're going to miss the playoffs this year if they get Dame. Because I think that automatically makes them one of the best teams in the league.
Yeah.
Because this is what they're missing. They're missing that
Dame
guy that can
and
just...
Jimmy are both dogs.
Yeah, because Jimmy Butler, like realistically, knowing what type of player Jimmy Butler is normally, he's not that player that should be going out and getting you 40. Like, you guys should not be relying on Jimmy Butler to give you 40 to win you games. So now if you have Dame, and the ceiling for this team with Butler has been the finals. Like, getting smoked in the finals has been their ceiling. I think adding Dame gets them over the fucking hump. Has to. If they can survive the East, and how crazy it's probably going to be again. Because the Celtics are about to be fucking wilding. And Giannis's revenge season is about to be crazy.
Honestly, I think that's where I would go with mine.
Dame to the
I
Heat.
feel like it's...
Yeah. Oh, Giannis?
Yeah. Honestly, it's not Giannis going anywhere, but
Bringing somebody in.
like, yeah. And
That's what I was...
And it's nobody
That's where I
like
was at,
crazy,
too.
But it's just a piece that they desperately need. They need an electric guard.
Yeah.
For sure. If they can get somebody like Jordan Clarkson, they're golden. Golden.
Yeah, that would be a little nasty.
I was kind of on the same wavelength as
The
him
Bucks.
before he said it, just because I
They're
feel
gonna
like
they need something.
they're the team who's getting
Yeah.
older, and they're the ones who I feel like could just use that extra piece to get over the hump. They brought back all the pieces they needed
They're
to.
like damn near still stuck with their championship team from
Yeah.
2 years ago.
I don't know. They
just-
paid Middleton the bag. I don't know why.
For nothing.
4
bro.
years too. Like he's already
Getting me
32,
pissed with
so I
that
was,
shit, bro. Let's
Well,
stop bringing him back.
I'm glad they got Brook Lopez back at least.
Yeah, he's a defensive.
But
guy,
he's gonna
so-
have to start breaking down soon. He's like 35.
Yeah, they're all
Yeah.
that team. Other than
Yeah.
Giannis, is all really old.
I
So
thought he was gonna sign with us.
Who, Brook Lopez?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
well, there was that
That
rumor,
would've
what,
been crazy.
2 years,
Yeah.
24 million, some shit going around. Yeah, I just think they need that another piece. I don't know if it's a guard. I think they just need bench pieces in general. Like wouldn't know if it's just a
Bro, what
guard
is
or
this
not.
like?
Because I feel
What
like if they're
bench
gonna get a
piece
guard,
can
they're gonna
you
want
do?
one to distribute. Really,
They already have
I don't know.
enough distribution. You need a motherfucker to make a shot.
they got
Yeah.
Jordan Noir. No,
I'm crying.
they still got Bobby Portis.
So you guys are just agreeing
Like,
that the
No, I feel like that's a team that needs
They
something
need that
the
arrogant
most.
motherfucker that's gonna go out there.
Gary
and
Trent
shoot that
Jr.
shit.
would have been so fucking perfect. I don't know what the Raptors.
Because
are
I don't
doing,
think
but
I don't think one move is going to change the Grizzlies. I don't think one move is going to change the Warriors. I don't think one move is going to change the
I don't know why.
Sixers.
I feel like if
So
the
I
Grizzlies
don't.
somehow ended up with Paul George, they would be fucking
Who?
insane.
damn.
Who?
Paul George. Who are they giving up for that? Desmond Bain.
Marcus Smart.
Marcus. What the fuck? Anyway. So we're gonna.
Would the Clippers do that though?
So
Probably not.
we're gonna do a new thing called Built Different Athlete of the Day. We're gonna go with Rajon Rondo for whatever fucking reason today.
Oh my god.
Is he better than John Moran all time?
Yes.
I mean, yeah, but like it's pretty awkward.
Nah.
I don't.
What
I-
magazine put that out? Oh yeah, Slam magazine put that out. They said they put out their top 100 all time. Russell Westbrook didn't even make the list. I heard.
So for
That's
his
insane.
that top 100 of all time, Russ didn't
top
make the
100
list.
what?
That's
Point guards of all
dope.
time.
Top 100
I
point
didn't
guards?
read it. I didn't read it, but I heard
They're
Russ
getting
didn't make it.
They're getting
Point
it
guards.
after.
Point guards.
I don't even know 100 guards. Like,
Yeah, I don't.
get the fuck out of here. There's no way. There's no way.
No,
No, I can
I
name
didn't
100.
read it though.
I can
I didn't
name
read it.
100.
You can name 100 point guards off top.
Dave Bing,
You could stop.
Oh my
You
God.
could stop. It's okay.
Jordan Poole.
Shooting
It's like-
guard. Shooting guard.
Just two wins.
Nah, but anyway, like,
He's just a wizard.
so
standing
Ron,
low.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Rondo had such a weird career.
He's got
'Cause-
2 rings. He was Mr. Triple Double
but-
before Mr. Triple Double was a triple double.
That's all that matters.
I mean, so he averaged 9.8 points, 7.9 assists, 4.5 rebounds, a field goal percentage of,
He
45.
was great defensively in his prime. He could easily be a top point guard at any championship.
John Morant's obviously more talented in my opinion,
Yeah,
but
of course.
Rondo's the better basketball player.
And he doesn't go around shooting.
yeah,
guns
but
at
if you're
people.
gonna pick one person to be on your like you had the choice, Ja Morant or Rondo. You could sign them for the same amount.
It depends on the rest of my teams.
Yeah. If I need a passer, I'm going with Rondo. If I need a scorer, I'm going with John.
But
That's really
Morant
just
can
comes from
pass too, though. He
truthfully-
can pass too, though.
Truthfully, I'm one of those people.
Neither
that
can really shoot, so.
I highly value basketball IQ.
And Rondo's
John's
literally
just
one of the
not
best
there
IQs
for
of
me.
all time.
It's literally just not there for me.
I'm picking
IQ
Rondo
is
all time.
insane.
I mean, Rondo all time, you have
Rondo.
to take him because Ja Morant hasn't done anything yet. But talent-wise, I'm taking Ja Morant either which way.
Okay.
But, yeah. And shout out to Rondo.
Shout out to fucking Rondo, I guess.
I mean, he played for how many teams? 1, 2,
6.
3, 4, 5,
crazy,
6, 7, 8.
Oh, fuck.
What?
8
9.
teams?
Nine.
9 teams?
Yeah.
He's
He played.
calm the fuck down.
I mean, because it's like half the time he was a locker room cancer, half the time he was like
Yeah, 'cause,
actually
bro,
really
like
solid.
after he left Boston, it was like a quick spurt of Dallas, Chicago,
Yo,
New
that
Orleans.
Dallas. Oh my god.
bro.
Okay, yeah. So now that we're there, that fucking Dallas.
Oh, he
run
low
was
key
fucking,
ruined that Dallas run.
bro. Because they were what, second or third?
They were second in the West. They had Monte Ellis and Dirk bugging the fuck out. They were going crazy. And then my son Rondo got there, and they went to like
They
an
shit the
8
bed,
seed.
and that should have been something crazy. He averaged 9 point.
Monte Ellis.
He averaged 9 and 6 in Dallas. After that's fucking
that's
nuts.
tough.
After being the last
That's
man
tough.
alive in Boston. Then he went to the fucking Kings and he like lit it up with Cousins and them. They didn't do anything.
Oh yeah, I didn't
but
even say the Kings. Fuck.
then he went to the
He
Bulls.
was solid as fuck when he was.
Yeah, then he went to the Bulls and he was just a locker room cancer. Then
No,
he
but
went to the.
He was good with Jimmy and D Wade. That was
They
a
were
solid team.
They were horrible.
No,
they were dog.
No.
Yeah,
They just had no shooters.
nah, they were dog.
They
shit.
just had zero
Nah,
shooters.
they were dog shit.
When he was with the Pelicans, he was.
Oh yeah, that's what that was.
Pelicans
the
was the
So
best.
that was the
run.
next year. He went to the Pelicans. They did their thing.
That was one of the most scariest first round exit teams I've ever seen.
Yeah.
They beat the
well,
shit out of
They
the
made it to the
Blazers.
second
Did
round.
they?
Yeah, they beat the shit out of the Blazers.
Yeah, they smacked
yeah.
the Blazers.
Yeah,
That's
I
why
remember
everyone
that.
was
Oh
like,
yeah, we
oh,
got
if they had
a
Cousins.
pour it out segment for the Dan.
No,
for
what
Dan
it was,
Lillard
they
and the
got
Blazers.
swept by the Warriors after that.
Yeah.
They're one of the scariest teams I've ever seen. get fucking
100%.
swept.
100%.
And then the Lakers, they're gonna get. They got them for 2 years. They
Got a
did-
title out of it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's right. Because the bubble was after that. Yeah. So they got a title with him, and then he went to the Hawks, and then the Clippers, and then back to Lakers and the Cavs. He didn't do anything after that. So I don't know. He just had a weird ass career. He was
Oh,
a dog.
I forgot he was on the Cavs.
I'll give it to him.
Fuck.
Yeah, randomly last
It
year.
was like 7 games.
or 2 years ago. But yeah, he was a dog. I'll give him that. Champion, dog, All Star, whatever. Hall of Famer? Yes, no, right?
I'll give it to him.
Yeah, really.
It's the NBA. It's the
I don't
basketball Hall
think-
of Fame.
I don't think they-
He'll make
I don't
it.
think they give it
It's
to
the
him.
weakest Hall of Fame in sports. He'll make it.
Nah, the WWE Hall of Fame is pretty whack.
Well, I don't watch that.
WWE
anymore,
is
so-
it's a
Everybody's
fucking
Hall of
sport.
Fame
I
in
don't say.
WWE.
Did Santino Marella make it in there? He probably did. So
Probably.
it's weak as
Mike
fuck.
Tyson did,
I'm about to say, like,
and Shaq. Shaq did.
Shaq's in the WWE Hall of
And
Fame.
Stan-
all you
Snoop
had
Dogg.
to do was be a celebrity. A celebrity.
Dennis
All you had to
Rodman
do
in
was
that
be a
bitch?
celebrity. Probably.
But with that being said, we're gonna close this out. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, sell your soul.
Belgium.
Shout out to
Oh, yeah,
Belgium.
shout out Belgium.
They still be watching our shit,
It's crazy.
and we're gonna get the fuck out of here. So
Did they even understand this? That would have been nice off guard.
that's it.
Off guard.